Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on volume part 1. This video will show how to find the volume of some selected solids. The volume of these solids will be expressed in cubic units. The first solid we have is a cube, and we're very familiar with this. You'll notice that each of these lengths are exactly the same. Hence, to find the volume, you multiply the three of them together. So A times A times A will give you A cubed, and that's expressed in cubic units. So remember, all answers, because we're talking about volume, are expressed in cubic units. The rectangular prism, here we have L, W and H, and they do not have to be the same lengths or the same measurements. So to find the volume, you multiply L times W, that gives you the area of the base, and then you multiply it by the height. So it's LWH cubic units. Here we have the triangular prism, so we have a triangle here, and then we have this L here. And the volume of the triangular prism is found by finding the area of this triangle, which is BH over 2, and you multiply it by L. And again, cubic units. For the special prism, to find this volume, you find the area of A, that is this face here, and you multiply it by W. And one way you could find the area of this face is just divide it into two separate rectangles, find the area of each rectangle, add them together, and multiply by that W. And again we have cubic units. The volume of the cylinder is the area of the circle times h. So there's the circle here, and the area of the circle is pi r squared. We've seen that before. You multiply that by the perpendicular height, and we have cubic units. Sometimes we have composite 3D objects. These are made up of different 3D solids. So in order to find the volume here, you find the area of the front face and multiply this by L. The front face is the sum of the area of the rectangle, which is this one, and the area of the semicircle, which is this one. So you find the sum of those areas, multiply it by L, and the answer is cubic units. Over here, for this composite 3D object, we have a cylinder and a rectangular prism. Find the volume of the cylinder and the rectangular prism and add them together. And since the units are meters, that volume will be cubic meters. And finally, finding the volume here, we find the area of the front face, and you multiply this answer by L. The front face is made up of this rectangle and this triangle. So this video has introduced us to the idea of volume, and we've seen some selected 3D objects, and we've seen how to find their volume, and we must remember to always express the volume in cubic units, depending on the units you are using.